Hello, today we're going to talk about 3.5 systems with three variables. So these are considered 3 by 3 systems, three equations with three variables. All right, so how do we solve it? Well, this one's pretty nice because, well, first of all, think about what you're solving for. You have 3 instead of 2. So not only are we solving for x, y, but now we're looking for z as well. So what does x equal, y equal, z equals? Okay. Well, this one's really nice because look, it already tells you what z is. Bam, one answer already done. Yes, I have put this on a test and kids have gotten that one wrong. Okay. It literally tells you what it is. It's just that easy on this one. Then we can use that to plug in the other equation. So 2y minus 3 equals 7. So 2y equals 10, so y equals 5. Well, now that we have y and z, we can use both of those to plug into the top equation. So we get, let's see, we'll do it here. 3x plus 5 plus 2 times 3 equals 8. So 3x plus, what is that, 5 plus 6, 11. So 3x equals negative 3, x equals negative 1. There's your answer. All right, let's try it again. Why don't you guys try this one? So pause it, give it a whirl, see if you guys can find the answer. Okay, now I'm going to walk through it. So first things first, we're going to find what x, y, and z are. This one's super nice because here we can just divide by 3 and get z as negative 2. So they pretty much gave us the answer right away. Use that to plug into that one. 4y minus 3 times negative 2. 4y plus 6. 4y equals 4. Y equals 1. There we go. Then we take that answer and plug it into the top equation. So we get 5x minus 3 times 1 plus 4 times negative 2 equals 4. I know, I'm working it out. I'm trying. Minus 3 minus, yeah. So then we add x equals 3. All right, hopefully that's what y'all got. If not, ask me in class. I'd be happy to help you find your mistake. All right, so let's step it up because they're not all going to be that easy, all right? I'm not always just going to straight up give you what z is. So let's do this problem. Okay, so what we've got here is no set x, y, or z, right? So we've got to solve some things. Well, I know that I can do a 2 by 2 system, 2 equations with 2 variables. So let's make that happen. So since this equation has a y and a z, I'm going to take the other 2 equations and I'm going to eliminate x. So that way I can get another equation with just y's and z's. Okay? So for me to eliminate the x's, I need to multiply this one by negative 2. So we get negative 2x minus 2y minus 2z equals negative 10. The middle equation we leave alone. And now when we add them, we get negative 2y minus z equals negative 2. Now we have an equation with just y and z. So now we can take these two and eliminate either y or z. So I'm going to take this equation and that equation, and we're going to eliminate a variable. Let's see, it's probably going to be easier to eliminate z. So to do that, I'm going to multiply this one by a 2, so that way the z's can cancel. So we have 3y plus 2z equals 5. In this equation, we get negative 4y minus 2z equals 4. Oh, I'm sorry, negative 4. When we add, we get negative y equals 1. So y equals negative 1. Now we just start plugging it back in, right? Plug it into the other equations. So here we've got y, so this one's got y's and z's. Plug it into one of those. Let's see, this doesn't really matter. So 3 times negative 1 plus 2z equals 5. So 2z, that was negative 3, so we're going to add 3. So we get z is 4. Now that we have z, we can plug it in to one of the other equations. Doesn't matter. First one, second one, third one of these, doesn't matter. I like this one because I want to get x. So let's do 2x plus 4 equals 8. And we get 2. I know, that was weird. Let's keep doing it. Okay. So, let's reiterate. We're trying to get it down to less and less variables. So we want to eliminate them. So let's take the first 2 and eliminate x. And then we're going to take the bottom 2 and eliminate the same variable. So on both of these, we're going to start by eliminating x. Okay, step 1. Yes, you could have done y or z, it doesn't matter, but I'm going to just do x. So I'm going to multiply this one by negative 2. So the first equation stays the same. Second equation changes slightly. Add those together. We get 5y plus z equals negative 7. Now do the bottom 2. To eliminate them, I'm going to need to multiply the top one by 4. 4x minus 8y plus 4z equals 32. Negative 4x plus 3y plus 2z equals negative 4. Then we get 5y plus 6z equals 28. Okay, so now that we've got our 2 equations, we want to combine those. So our next step would be to take those 2 equations and eliminate another variable. So in this case, I'm going to eliminate the y because that's going to be a lot easier for sure. Okay, so here we have 5y plus z equals negative 7. Negative 5y plus 6z equals 28. 7z equals 21. So z equals 3. So now that you've solved for 1, okay, so step 1, you eliminate 1x, then you eliminate another variable. Then now that you've got an answer, your third step is just to start plugging it in. So now you can solve for the other variables. So, let's see. We've got z, so let's plug it into that one. Let's see. It doesn't matter which equation. So we get 5y equals negative 10, so y equals negative 2. All right, keep plugging it in. Just plug it into the top one. So 2x plus y times negative 2. What am I doing? Multiplying. Substituting. That's what I get for trying to rush. So 2x minus 2 plus 9 equals 9. So 2x equals 2, x equals 1. There we go. So our answer is x is 1, y is negative 2, and z is 3. Make sure you're labeling your variables correctly. Okay, don't want to mess that up. All right, let's keep it rolling. Number 5. Okay, if you think you got it, keep going. If not, I will definitely walk you through it. Okay? All right, so let's start. The first thing I'm going to do is eliminate x. So to do that, I'm going to take the first 2 and multiply the first one by -2. Plus 4y minus 2z equals 18. Second equation I'm going to leave alone. And when I add those, I get 6y minus 5z equals 23. Second part, take the bottom 2 equations, eliminate the same variable. So let's eliminate x. So we get the middle one stays the same. The bottom one becomes -2x plus 6y plus 8z equals 14, which is now 8y plus 5z equals 19. So again, step 1, we eliminated x. Step 2, let's eliminate y. Yes, you can change the variables. It doesn't have to be x and then y. You could have done z and then x or whatever. But if you want to just follow the same pattern, just do it every single time. I actually would change it up because I don't want to do the y's. Let's do the z's. We already have -5z and +5z. Yeah, forget what I said. We're changing it up now. Okay, make it easy on yourself. Okay, so 6y minus 5z equals 23. 8y plus 5z equals 19. So 14y equals, what was that, 42. So y equals 3? Yes. And then now, part 3 is just plugging it in. So start plugging in whatever you got. We've got y is 3, so I don't care. Let's just plug it in here. So 8 times 3 plus 5z equals 19. So what is that? That looks awful. So what is that? 19 minus 24. So it's -5. So z is -1. Oh, so we don't lose track. 3, -1. Plug in that into the first one. X minus 2 times 3 minus, well, plus -1. I guess I'll write it like that. I'm plugging it into the first equation. It doesn't matter. You plug it into anything, you should get the same answer. So -6 minus 1. Add 7, x is -2. Perfect. There's our solution. Okay. Let's try another one. So I want you guys to try this one on your own. All right, so go ahead and pause it, and then I will just fast forward and just give you the solution. Okay, so I'm not going to walk you through it. I'll just have it all written out. So pause it. Go. All right, so this is my solution to the final problem. And just a couple things I wanted to point out that I ran across. For the green one, when I eliminated x, I had to multiply both equations. That's not always the case, but sometimes you can and you have to. Okay, so keep that in mind. You are allowed to do that. Also here with my green equation, I noticed that every number can be divided by 11. So I divided the entire equation by 11 and simplified. Okay. Yes, you are allowed to simplify your equations. You don't have to, all right? It helps, okay? I'm telling you this because if you do it now, it's going to help you in further equations, right? Further problems, math gets harder, blah, 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 okay? So this is how I did it. It's not the only way to do it, but hopefully you got the same answers. This is a tedious lesson. Sorry, I tried to do it as best I could, but hopefully this makes sense. Feel free to use colors, organize it, stay organized. That's really how you're going to get through these problems because there's too much going on. Okay, so find a way to be organized and stick with it. Okay? Any complications or issues, just ask me in class.